Hey everybody, Mobile Gamers Unite here. Another FTC compliant vid for adults. Let's get it. So pretty much what's been going on, we did get a new character. He did look somewhat interesting. Dude looks like a little troll. We are talking about, of course, what's his name, Rommel? Yeah, Rommel the War God. In the last vid I made, I did a couple pulls on this banner. We got the SSR arc, and I said I really wasn't sweating it that much. But I've been hanging out with my son, and he asked me some questions about the game. I was just kind of going through everything, and I got to the summon screen, and I said, well, why the hell not? Let's let the kid do a summon. And sure enough, this is the first thing he pulls, is Rommel the War God. So the first thing I notice is he's got an awesome sprite. I really dig this sprite. He's like a little troll. He even runs like a little troll that can light fires. The other thing, I was just gonna put him on the bench, whatever. I told you guys before, I have a character that does fire damage, and Prim can make anybody do fire damage. So, but I decided to let's actually take a look at this guy, see what he's kind of all about. Obviously it's going to be fire damage, cool. But then when I actually started looking through his kit, there are some very interesting things about this guy. The first thing that I overlooked and didn't know about is this guy isn't just fire damage. He does have Dragon Killer and Dragon Slayer in his kit. Absolutely great. So he's going to be there to kill dragons for you. That's a big deal already. The other thing I overlooked, where is it? The other thing I overlooked is that this guy's a breaker. He has Death Blow. I absolutely love Death Blow. And you can see this thing kick in when you're fighting somebody because you're doing melee damage to them. You're looking at the numbers. Death Blow procs, and hitting somebody for 800 turns into like 1100. It's really nice to see on the screen. Death Blow procs a lot, and I've only leveled it up I think twice. Yeah. So all in all, was very surprised with how awesome this character is. I really didn't see it coming, but between the Dragon Killer and him being able to just run around and break people, I decided to give him a shot, right? I put some equipment on him. I just got him last night. This is really all I had to kind of invest into this character, but I wanted a good idea of what he can actually do, and let me tell you, I was not disappointed. The first thing I absolutely love about this character, his abilities. His abilities are just so fun to combo together. You got Genocide Lebanon, which combos really well with his basic attack. Maybe get some breaks in between there. And then you have Meteor Impact. It's a front medium area fire attack, effective against airborne enemies. And Ignition Bash is a fire attack in a small area, but this throws everybody up in the air. So between Ignition Bash and Meteor Impact, you're going to be doing plenty of damage to airborne targets. And Genocide Lebanon is just great to combo with his basic attack, get some of those breaks in there. And I gotta say, Carnage Burn is a ton of damage, right? I mean, even when this guy was hitting for nothing because his attack was so low, Carnage Burn, he just drops it and he just destroys a single target. Very effective. All in all, I absolutely love running this character. I'm not even going to deny it. I love his sprite. I love how fun it is to just throw those little combinations of his. I will say this, his attack isn't as AoE-ish as like Randy, where he can hit quite a few people around him. This guy can still hit multiple people at the same time, but I feel like he's really made to go after one big nasty target and to just throw a bunch of hands at it and cut it down, and that's really what it feels like he's doing. And just because of that, just because of how fun it is for me to just run around and cave people's skulls in with him, I'm going to build him. I'm going to run him just because he's fun. I don't even have any skills unlocked for him yet. I have to teach him a bunch of skills. But all in all, he's really fun to play. If anybody pulls this guy and just kind of wants to throw him to the side, you might want to take a second look at him and actually try running him. I think you'll find that he's very satisfactory to play. Like, I don't know. There's just no real other way to put it. Don't get me wrong. I have Randy. I've been working on him. He's doing killer damage to everything. But I think in the future, Rommel and Randy might actually have to go into the same party for some big badass dragon fight. These are going to be my go-to guys. They're going to be the frontline attackers. Rommel's going to break dragons and do more damage to them. Randy's going to be doing the same thing minus the break. I think between the two of them, they would just chop a dragon up. And then you could just bring a mage or a support. That's what I'm going to be doing with this guy. So I wanted to give everybody a heads up on this character. He is actually very gnarly, and he's very satisfying to play. So took me by surprise. I had no idea. Alright. And obviously the SSR arc that we got that we already went over, they give really good fire claws, and that's what this guy has to he has to equip a claw. That's kind of like his one downfall is he's got to wear a claw and cloth armor. So they didn't really give us much of a equipment choice for him. I kind of get it though. He's like a brawler. He's like a little troll monk with fire powers. The other thing is too, besides his sprite, I feel like his animation is just the bomb. You know, he makes a bunch of fire come up and then he just disappears into it. Everything definitely cool with this guy. I'm digging the whole fire troll thing. So, and I will keep you guys posted on what I'm doing with him, because as far as I can tell, what makes this character somewhat easy to power up, I mean, you can say it's his upside and his downside. Obviously, all of his skills are fire damage. Compared to somebody like Papoy, who's a completely different character, but Papoy has different elements for each of his skills. You power up one element, the other three aren't going to be powered up. So with this guy, obviously you power up fire, he's got fire all around. So if you can get your pump on in the fire department, he's just going to get stronger all around. So that's what I really have to test out with this guy. I want to see how far that will go. Obviously, I'm going to start stacking skills on him, and a lot of that's going to be increased fire damage, fire criticals, obviously impact and stuff like that. And we're going to have to see how it goes. I've already seen how effective he is as a breaker, so I really can't wait. And again, I love his sprite. The guy's just awesome. He's a little fire troll. That's all I can really say about him. So if you guys did pull this character, don't just waste him on the bench. Actually check him out, see what he can do. It was hard for me to find the time too, because obviously I'm working on Randy Bobandy here. Absolutely love Randy. He doesn't even need a high strength. He just doesn't. When all his killers and his slayers, when all those stack up, Randy doesn't really need a high attack to do just an amazing amount of damage. So I've been working on Randy. He is my highest level character. And yeah, I'm a couple dragon eyes away from getting him to his next threshold and then just really trying to max him out. But him and Rommel, they are going to be the dragon slaying party. Oh, that's something else we should mention. This guy's type he is actually a beast type. So I don't know if that affects any of your future plans for any future parties. I already had somebody tell me in Discord that they wanted this guy for their beast party. So if you're looking into anything like that, this guy's up right now. The SSR arc is up for him. It increases fire damage as well. So I'm going to have to see how this guy comes together, but it's really, really hard to find time for that grind right now. Obviously, I got him last night, and he's up to level 33, and I showed you guys what skills of his I've unlocked just to run him around. So anticipate seeing him in the future in my content, just because I like him so much, and he's just that awesome. Even though he doesn't have any skills on him, I'm willing to invest into him. And obviously these gems that I had laying around that I used to power him up, I mean, you guys probably have a good idea of who I was saving those for. It was going to be for, like, Dark Robin, or maybe a Christmas character. But once I started running this guy and just throwing those combinations, it's just sweet. That's the only way I can explain it. I was mesmerized, and I was like, no, I'm going to have to build this guy. Even though I've already spread my account out so much, I have so many characters at level 60, he's going to have to be another one of them. So that is my final word on Rommel the War God. Alright, so I hope everybody is having an awesome day. Despite some of the bad luck that we've received, the bad news that we've received in the past couple of days, as far as last Cloudia goes, there's been talks about maybe Christmas Theria being nerfed a little bit. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to talk about it. But over in Landgrisser, they pushed back the banner that I've been waiting for so effing long. I got like hundreds of summons to do, and they were just like, no, we're just gonna push that banner back. We're gonna throw up another banner. I want nothing to do with that banner, so we are just playing the cranky waiting game. But this is cool. This gives me something to do. This gives me a new character to play with in Last Cloudia. It's like just a pleasant surprise that I didn't see coming. Because like I said, I thought this guy was just going to do some fire damage. And yeah, I was willing to accept that he was going to be able to do a decent amount, especially with his super skill. But I gotta say, it's really rewarding just to see this guy throw a bunch of uppercuts. He's a brawler for real, and I absolutely love it. So he will be going into some future parties of mine. Alright. And you know what? While we're here, let's talk about friends list etiquette real quick. What happened to all the Robins? Robins are gone! And I've needed some Robins. But of course, everybody put Randy up. So friends list etiquette, what is expected of you when people accept you as a friend? This is what they expect. They expect you to get on and give gifts. Obviously, I've already given out my gifts for today. It's the first thing I do when I log in. And I gotta say, if you're not logging in and you're not giving gifts, people are going to start throwing you off of their friends list. That's just going to happen. Here's another thing too. Dedicated players in this game, they want people that log in, right? This guy right here at the very bottom, he hasn't logged in for 26 days. So for 26 days, I have not received a gift from this account. Obviously, I should just delete him. But truth be told, it is Robin, it is a rogue, it's an extra rogue to run, so that's kind of why I've been leaving this here. But I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. Guys, get on there, give friend points, because if you don't, people are going to start kicking you off of their lists, and you can't take it personally if you've logged in every day. I guess if you've logged in every day and you give gifts, then you can take it personally. But as far as I can tell, that's the bare minimum that we can expect from each other. If I'm going to make room for you on my friends list, please log in, send gifts. That's really all we can ask from each other. And yeah, like I said, there's been a lot of people putting Randy up on the friends list. That's great and all. Randy can do a lot, but I just feel like there's no rogues. There's no rogues out right now. That's been slowing your boy down a little bit because I was trying to do a lot of grinding yesterday. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Go through your friends list, guys. There might be a lot of people that aren't logging in and they're not sending you friend points. Swap them out with new players and keep getting all those friend points. Alright, we can get some nifty stuff with them. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Wanted to give you guys a heads up on this new unit. He does look good. Tasty combos for sure. Tasty combos. So if you guys want a badass boxer that spits fire and runs like a little troll, Rommel's here. So Mobile Gamers Unite, patiently waiting for these future banners, and I'll see you guys out there. Everybody, have an awesome day. Enjoy the grind. Peace, everybody.